We are on a journey to read and possibly understand the most popular sacred texts of all time. We're going to talk about these texts openly and honestly. If these books are important to you, that might hurt your feelings. That is not our intention, and we appreciate you watching and listening to our slow descent into madness.
Why does it hurt so bad? Why?
It's an old book. Very. This is like one of the old books.
Yes.
What makes it the book? That's not in the fucking book.
Leviticus.
So, we left off with God killing Aaron's kids.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they used the wrong kind. They used the incense disrespectfully or whatever.
Oh, yeah, they used that really, really specific candle
And
that
then he
God told
set them
to-
on fire.
Yep.
And then he went to Aaron and he was like, hey, eyes up here. Get the fuck rid of the bodies.
Okay.
Now go. Why are you talking?
Just really sad.
If I had stupid kids and they were gone, I'd be grateful. You know how I know? Because I have stupid kids. All of you.
Sorry.
The bodies are not getting less burned. Don't take the clothes off.
I hate this.
You should.
God's just an
I hate
abusive
you.
boyfriend.
He is. My favorite part of that was that the book literally said their clothes were still on. Like, they didn't even take their fucking clothes off. They dumped the bodies.
And just threw him away.
Now.
Oh, but
So-
then wasn't God like wasn't Aaron like, hey, I've had a fucking day, and Moses was like, okay, that's fair.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't eat the meat from the sacrifice.
Yeah.
And he was like, the fuck, man? You're supposed to eat that shit. And Aaron's like, calm the fuck down. I've gone through some shit.
I'm not really hungry right now, Moses.
What?
Yeah. So you want to like stay in your own motherfucking lane, bitch, for one day?
I mean,
Yeah, stage fright, bitch ass motherfucker. My sons are dead. They're dead.
we are going through a gamut of emotions right now.
That's what fucking Aaron went
I
through.
know.
He had
So
a day.
God goes to Moses after he kills Aaron's kids. He's like, hey, your brother can't just be coming in and out of the tent whenever the fuck he wants. We need better fucking rules. I got him. I got the rules.
Well, that was quick.
Here they are.
I'm glad we had this
When
discussion.
Aaron comes in the tent, he needs to bring a ram and a bull. He needs to put on his priest costume. He needs to remember to put on his goddamned underwear so his shitty little filthy dick doesn't touch his magic priest robes. Also, he needs to shower before he gets dressed.
I don't like any of your rules ever.
Then he needs to take the two goats and roll dice to see which one dies. He's going to kill one. He's going to keep the other one
What?
alive.
What is happening?
It's the Bible, man.
This is the worst book. Why does God just want to kill? I like how he's making it a game. Roll the dice, Ed. You kill that.
Literally. You cast lots. One of them dies, one of them lives.
What? Sure.
Aaron needs to sacrifice the bull for his own sins. Then he needs to sacrifice the goat for Israel's sins. And that's how he makes atonement for what the Israelites did.
What do they do other than just be Jews?
It's enough. God is the most anti-Semitic creature in history. We have discovered
Thus
this.
far in this book, God hates Jews more than anybody.
Yeah.
He said it.
Yeah.
Specifically.
He needs to do the same thing in the tent of meeting, which is in the town, the tent that's in the middle of their town. Because that's basically God's shitty vacation home.
Okay,
So that needs to be
Oh, yeah, the
purified
tent.
too.
I
Yeah.
forgot about
Yeah.
the tent.
No one can go in the tent while Aaron does his sacrifice thing.
Oh my God.
And when he's done cleaning all the tents, he needs to get the live goat out, put his hands on the goat to transfer his sin to it. Then he puts all the sins of Israel on the goat, and then he appoints somebody to be the goat handler, and that person will take the goat into the wilderness and let the goat go. And remember, that's the goat that won the coin toss.
to be murdered.
Yeah.
The murder goat.
No, he won the coin toss to not be murdered.
Oh, so
the
he
guy
gets
that
to-
lost the coin toss died.
Okay.
Yeah, the
alright.
goat. Then
So
the other
he's-
one, you just go like sinful, and then put it in the forest.
Put it just in the forest in the desert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out of here, sin.
Meh. Meh.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
This is stupid.
Then Aaron needs to go back to the vacation home tent, and he leaves his magic priest clothes there, and then change back into his street clothes, and then come out and do the burnt offering. And basically, anybody who's involved in this entire process needs to take a shower.
Okay, fine. Sure.
They have to do this every year on the 10th day of the 7th month,
What?
and they must deny themselves and rest.
Okay.
They can't work.
Sure.
Yeah. When it says deny themselves, like It's like Lent basically,
Okay. Oh, okay. So they have to like.
but it's just one day,
Oh, that's not so bad. But you have to do all the other extra shit beforehand.
and that's Yom Kippur.
No, it's not.
It is.
I don't listen. We've said this so many times. I'm not a Jewish man. I did not grow up Jewish,
right.
and I did not celebrate any Jewish holidays, not once in my life.
Right.
I know wholeheartedly that is not Yom Kippur.
Which Bible would you like to double check what I just told you?
None of them, because I was following along in this one. There are about, what is it, fucking 20 verses worth of murder and putting your blood
coin
soaked hand
tosses
on a tent
goats,
and then shoving another goat away. Like, yeah, no, I was following along. I was taking a look at it. I'm sorry, 34 verses roughly of just weird thing. So what?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Listen, I've hung out with Jewish people before, and they're not like, oh, it's Yom Kippur. Gotta go kill a couple bulls and goats, flip a coin, roll some dice. Gotta get a D20 to see which goat I murdered today. And then I slap the other one with my sinful hand and send him on his way into the forest. And that's not... You know what? All right. That's Yom Kippur. Let's move on.
That's the traditional Yom Kippur.
Okay. I mean,
so
what?
and not in all I've been serious the entire time, so I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Hanging out.
That's the 10th day of the 7th month every year. That is Yom Kippur. Like that's the date that falls on. So like that's that. And they,
What do they do now?
I don't know, man.
They just hang out.
They probably
They just rest.
well, they I think they fast.
Okay. What holiday is it where they apologize for everything they've done for the whole year?
That's the Yom Kippur.
That was Yom Kippur?
Yeah, because that's Aaron's whole thing about sacrificing the things and like putting all the sins of Israel on the goat and sending it out. That they're atoning for their yearly sins.
Okay. I was just confused because it started with two dudes just burning a candle and then getting set on fire for it. And then God was like, I have a new holiday.
Yeah.
What? You guys are going to apologize for everything you did wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. Bop, bop, bop. Jews. Don't like you. Did lots of stuff wrong. Apologize to me. You got to do all these things. I'll make a little bit of a game out of it first, okay? Let's not get crazy
Right.
here.
No, we're gonna have some fun.
We're going to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
God, I'm a fun guy.
Well,
I'm a fun guy.
Um,
I'm a fun guy. Good. You're going to apologize to me for everything you've done wrong after I killed your sons. And I don't know, is there any questions? I'm just kidding. Go fuck yourself. Kill a goat, kill a bull, slap the other goat, put a bloody hand on my tent, but don't touch the tent. And then apologize to me and apologize for all of your people because, I hate I hate the Jews. Me.
why did you take us out of Egypt?
I'm God and I hate Jews.
But-
aren't you happy you're not a slave anymore? Shut up. Don't answer that. I'm God.
I am though. You own me. You said that.
Yep. But you're not a slave to the other guys.
They were better.
Oh, wow. We're really going to pull that card? The whole
Yeah.
slaves like being slaves card? Wow. I didn't know you were a slave owner apologist.
I didn't either until right now.
I mean, I'm a slave owner, technically. I own you guys. You're my chosen people.
Right.
I chose you. You're mine.
Be your slaves.
Yep.
Though.
Well, I wouldn't say slave because I don't like that word.
But
Actually, I'm kidding. I love it. I'm God. I'll
Just-
give a fuck. You're my slave. Apologize.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Yom Kippur.
What? Chapter 17.
Oh, man, that's weird. It's a weird holiday.
It's a very weird holiday.
I like what it is now, where you just apologize for
I
things.
feel like I would actually like it a lot more if just once a year there was an extreme shortage of goats because like hundreds of thousands of Jewish
I wouldn't
families.
like that.
I mean, it would just
I kind of wish I had more Jewish friends. I don't know if this is what happens, but I imagine just like it's like your birthday on Facebook where you get just like a bunch of notifications.
Yeah.
But instead you just get like you wake up at like 7 a.m. to like 2 texts of just like, hey man, I'm sorry. And then it's like 3, and then it's 4, and then it's 5, and 6. And the whole day at the end of the day you're just like counting how many texts you got for sorries. And
yeah, but
like,
you don't apologize to each other. You just apologize to God.
I thought you apologized to each other.
No.
I thought you like, hey man, I'm sorry. Just like I'm just sorry in general.
So I think that's actually kind of a play on a different festival.
Oh.
Again, we do need to talk to a rabbi
Yeah, we do. I know.
You are officially 100% forbidden from sacrificing any animal to any other god.
Okay, sure.
God tells Moses that anyone who kills an animal outside of town and sacrifices it there, instead of bringing it to the tent to have the priest sacrifice it, must be kicked out of the society.
Oh my God, shut up, God. You're the worst.
He also tells them that they can't eat blood because blood is there to atone for sins, not for consumption. It is the life of the animal and is there specifically for you to give to God.
That's actually kind of cool. I'm glad that's in there because we would be drinking blood.
Yeah.
Probably still today.
Which would be awesome.
Would it?
I don't know.
I think it'd be gross.
Yeah, it would be.
We don't need it.
If you hunt an animal, you can drain the blood and eat the animal like while you're hunting.
Cool. Thanks for
But
that.
if you eat the blood, God will fuck you up.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the blood. You won't get sick. It's God.
God's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't fuck anybody in your family.
Damn it.
Can't fuck on the period.
No, that's just not true.
Can't fuck the neighbor's wife.
It's the best time to fuck.
Can't sacrifice kids to Malik.
Who's Malik?
Doesn't matter.
What?
No gays.
What?
No fucking animals. Ladies can't fuck animals either.
What? Does it really say no gays?
So this is actually the first time we get to...
Oh my God, look at all these things I can't do.
I know. So here's the thing. When I said no family fucking, it literally lists every single family interaction.
Dude,
yeah.
this is awesome.
Let's see it. I want to hear it.
This sounds
I want to hear it.
So condescending. Do not dishonor your father by having sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother. Do not have relations with her. It's verbatim what it says.
Oh, I know.
It's so good. Oh my God. Do not have sexual relations with your sister, either your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she was born in the same home or elsewhere. Do not have sexual relations with your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter. That would dishonor you. Do not have sexual relations with the daughter of your father's wife born to your father. She is your sister. You could just say no fucking sister. Why are there so many words?
No family fucking.
I know.
I did the whole thing.
You did all of it, but this is fun for me.
Oh, I know. I never want to stop driving that point home.
Do not have sexual relations with your mother's sister because she is your mother's close relative. That's weird. Earlier in the book, someone did that.
Yeah, don't you remember? That's actually how we know that it's real.
Oh, right. Yes, because that makes sense.
Because they wouldn't have made that up.
No.
It was a law.
Obviously,
they
it's
wouldn't
real.
have said somebody did it
Yeah.
if it was illegal.
But so it was cool because it happened before.
Right.
And they did this now, so it's not cool
Right,
anymore.
exactly.
Right. Double jeopardy.
I can't believe it.
Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife. That would dishonor your brother. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman and her daughter. Well,
Yeah, no threesomes.
I like roll. I like to rock and roll. All right. Do not have sexual relations with either her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter. They are her close relatives. That is wickedness. Do not take your wife's sister as a rival wife and have sexual relations with her while your wife is living. Mormons! Do not approach a woman to have sexual relations during the uncleanliness of her monthly.
No period fucking.
It doesn't even, it says you can't even approach her. You can't even think about having sex
Yeah,
with
she's
her.
unclean. Everything she touches in the house is unclean.
I don't know, man. Period sex is a good time. Do not give any of your children to be sacrificed to Moloch. Who is Moloch?
So Moloch is one of the gods in Canaan.
Oh, okay. The original Canaanites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually a weird part of the book where you get into some weird shit where actually I looked up who is Moloch, and first of all, it makes me think of Skyrim because of Moloch Ball.
Oh.
Because they got the cool mace that steals your soul.
Dude, that was a rock and roll. I think of Watchmen.
Okay, yeah.
The guy with cancer.
Yeah. But this gets into a weird part of the book where it's like there's some people that think that Moloch was some sort of like a pedophile god or like a baby fucking god because it's all in a list of like fuck rules.
Okay.
I'm going to call this episode fuck rules. I'm not because YouTube will not promote it. But the point is that there's a lot of argument online with like different translations over whether or not it's actually a pedophile thing or because like, it seems weird that it's in a bunch of fuck rules and it just throws in one sacrifice thing. Most people seem to agree that it's mostly just this is a god from the Canaanite place, so don't sacrifice to it. But
And they probably like. I would say I'm not a historian,
not a Bible scholar,
but fucking Christians probably back in the day burnt any sort of books or like idols worshiping Moloch in any sort of way. Whatever he was doing, I'm sure they.
Well,
got
God specifically tells them when they go into the land to fuck their shit up. Mm-hmm. So everything's gone.
Do not lie with a man as one lies with a woman. That is detestable. Well, see, there it is. And that's why people hate gay people. Because of one line in this
One line in the book.
Yep. And also, that's very vague.
So I want to talk about that a little bit.
Oh, but you have you have the.
This isn't actually helpful. I was just getting it out just to make sure that I have.
Oh, wait, you're telling me the condescending book isn't talking about why Christians typically hate gay people? It just skirts past that whole thing?
No, it just says this verse prohibits homosexual intercourse for men.
Wow. Just says it right out.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Hope you fucking die.
Yeah. So this might be where we end things, just because it's probably going to be a lot of our discussion for the rest of the time is the whole gay thing, because it's insane and probably just kind of need to get into it.
I mean, we got to talk about it.
We do.
I would love to script past it because it makes me sad, but that's not what we do here.
But we need to talk about it like on a lot of different levels, because I did a lot of reading. Mm-hmm. And what it comes down to is, if you want to stop the episode here, I will give you the bullet point. The bullet point is, hateful people will use things to say hateful shit. They don't need actual research or knowledge to back it up. And you can never convince those people that they're wrong because they don't care.
They just want to feel that way.
Yeah.
And then
they don't like something.
Yeah.
And they're going to use any ammo they can to say it's wrong. That's it. If you want to be done here, you can be, honestly. Like, that's the whole thing. I mean, there's some funny stuff, but, so depending on if you look at a modern Christian translation, or if you look at an older Christian translation, or if you look at the Jewish translation, it all gets kind of fuzzy because...
Right.
So the term homosexuality did not exist when this book was written.
Right.
So it's the translation thing we've talked about a million times. They're trying to do their best to give you a breakdown of what the original words were and all that shit. Mm-hmm. There are some people that get super uppity and they're just immediately, well, it only means dude fucking. Ladies can fuck other ladies, but it's just dudes can't fuck dudes. Because that's like the most literal translation.
Right.
Ignoring the fact that a guy obviously wrote this book and he...
This is a very openly sexist book.
Yes.
Not hiding any of that.
Yeah. This book, the fucking condescending shit fucker, that one, it kind of has like a little throwaway thing in its notes about like, well, ladies probably do. But it's also very concerned with wanting you to know that it doesn't want to fuck guys. So it's only guy fucking that we're worried about. A lot of people are super happy about the fact the Bible never talks about lesbian behavior. But again, it's because guys wrote this book.
Yeah.
There were probably zero. Even the book of Ruth was probably written by a dude about Ruth.
Guys nowadays have a hard time like wrapping their brains around the fact that when two girls are hanging out, they're like, oh, they're just like the whole gal pal thing.
Yeah.
That was like a thing a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was a thing for a reason. A lot of dudes just don't get that two women can be in love and like in a relationship and hang out. It's like, no, those are just two girls hanging out.
They're super good friends.
And it's like, no, they live in the same apartment and they have for the past 7 years. Like, yeah, but they just really enjoy each other's company.
They're just waiting for the right guy.
Yeah, and they shower together, but it's like girls do stuff like that,
Yeah.
Guys don't because we're not gay, but girls aren't gay
Well,
either.
they don't have dangling bits.
Yeah, so you can't even see. You got to get in there to inspect. I don't know. I don't please women. I just have sex with them. But like, yeah, so I'm sure they were like a bunch of lesbians and dudes were just like, just girls hanging out.
Yeah.
Girls go to the bathroom with each other all the time.
Yeah.
Like, sure, they're going to live together. It's just a big bathroom, technically.
Well, and also, even beyond that, you were not given an opportunity to just like, you were married off by the time you were 14.
All right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If we're being realistic, I'm sorry to break this to you guys. People probably weren't living to 150.
Oh, no.
They're probably living to 40.
40 was...
The ancients.
Yeah. I would love to see, like, talking about with the Adventures on Ice, like going back in time to Bible times.
Yeah.
I would love to go back in time to a Bible time just to see, like, an old person. Be like, how old are you? Be like, I'm 29. It's like, dude, that's fucking... You look terrible,
man.
I have been on this earth for 29 winters. I don't really know what a winter is. I can't speak English. Who are you, you wizard man with your flannel? I don't know what is flannel. It's just so. I don't know. All these words are just falling out of my mouth. You came from a time machine. What is a machine? What is time?
Bane got goofy there. So yeah, they just don't care about ladies.
No, they really don't. They really hate ladies in this book.
Yeah, so that the fact that it's not mentioned is not really like a point in their favor.
I was really hoping that like when we got to this part of the book, because again I haven't read it.
Yeah.
So the fact that like we're here to the we hate gay part, I was hoping it would be like, well, it doesn't really say it. No, it kind of says it, and it's not nice.
That's the thing we're ultimately going to get to. But I'm just kind of running through all the different arguments that I found because it's interesting. People get around it, or some people get around it by saying that Jesus never said Christians had to follow the Old Testament, which is convenience until you remember that Jesus was a Jew preaching to Jews, and he had no interest in Gentiles. He was Jew focused. He was the Jewish Messiah. The reason, like, he did preach love and acceptance and all those things.
Yeah.
But that was more just like, that was more about just like interpersonal interaction.
Okay.
Not about the whole fucking like everybody can be saved now. Like he did say that. I'm not saying he didn't say that, but
right.
He was a Jewish Messiah preaching to Jews about returning to the old ways because the Jews had moved away from their traditional lifestyle. And then after he died, some people were like, this is pretty conveniently manipulable. So I think we're going to make it our thing now. And they picked and chose until they came up with the Jesus that we know now. But a lot of that stuff doesn't really even apply to us at all. And also he specifically said he's there to uphold the old covenant. So I don't know why people say that he wasn't.
Oh, just cherry pick.
Yeah.
Just classic cherry pick. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, hateful people use hateful shit to be hateful. That's it. Because one of the things I found, and this is like a person like, I honestly think they might have been an atheist Jew that was just like that knew how to translate the book, because they were kind of making a point about like, I can translate this. I can make this mean a million different things.
Wow. Okay.
And one of the translations, they were like, you can pull this out of the Hebrew text is, do not butt fuck a lady that you are not married to on a couch.
What?
Yeah.
How? I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong because we talked about that. Like language is super fucking weird, and a word can mean.
It was because the word lay, if I remember correctly, was a verb.
Okay.
And it wasn't, so it meant the action of doing something to somebody, and you couldn't, it was this whole crazy, like, fucking roundabout shit. But, like, you can pull any translation you want out of this.
Yeah.
You can make it mean anything you want.
Yeah.
So it just.
Don't butt fuck a lady on a couch.
If you're not married to her.
If you're not married to her.
Yeah.
If you're married, it's fine. And you want to have sex with her regularly on the couch, it's fine.
Yeah.
And if you want to butt fuck her, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you cannot butt fuck her on the couch while you guys are not married.
Right.
God, see, that's so annoying. Because then someone saw that and was just like, can't be gay. And it's like, but the gay, and like, man, when this book was being written, gay people were all over the fucking place. Like, people have always been as horny as they are now, but before they didn't have this book to like rule it out. Like, man, in ancient Roman times, everyone was just fucking everyone. That's like what the Olympics were. It was just like, we're gonna wrestle, but then I might get horny, so I'm gonna fuck you, and then I'm gonna get a medal. Like that. Which sounds like an awesome fucking
naked
time.
And oiled up. I wonder what they were doing.
They were just wrestling. It was a competition. They were just wrestling.
We've covered what wrestling means on the show many times.
We have. It's a lot of fun. Because
somebody commented on one of the posts, on one of the Instagram posts, and it was the bit when you were doing the whole "I've never laid with a man," and that dude had a really funny take on that verse, which is a little bit more realistic. But he's like, "Yeah, that's my favorite part of the book, when God literally breaks somebody's hip for daring to try to understand who he is."
What's funny is I also interpreted it as God broke a man's hip because
By fucking him so hard.
But fucking him so hard, that's the way I want. That's like in my head, that's the way it happened. But like the way I read it originally was just like he broke this man's hip. Not because he was trying to know him, but because God was losing in the fight.
Right.
God was losing the fight. So
and also and I commented back at that guy and I was like, it's also hilarious that the creator of the universe couldn't win a wrestling match against a person he made. Like, how shitty is this God?
How bad are you at wrestling? You invented everything. You invented wrestling and people, and you can't beat a person in wrestling. How good is this dude at wrestling? Also, let's be real. You fucked that man. Fucked that man so hard his hip got out of place.
So, yeah, we got to the first no gay thing.
The what?
Yeah,
this book is terrible.
I know. Gay the pray away.
Gay the pray away, though. Because
it's dumb.
Praying is dumb. I mean, not all praying. If you want to pray,
like in all seriousness, it's just like the last thing I want to end on is
this is bad. I don't like it.
If you are, I'm hesitant to ever support any religious belief of any kind because I think it's all detrimental. But if you are a gay person, or any member of the
LGBTQIAPD.
I'm not trying to be hurtful. I just genuinely don't know all the letters. But if you are a member of that community and you also believe that there is a God that made you and loves you, that belief is more important than a book that maybe says something negative. So believe in the guy that makes you happy and you think loves you. Because he didn't make you to hate you. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's real dumb.
Yeah.
Just be happy.
Yeah.
And if you want to, like I talked about it before, but my version of a deity is different than what this book says, and I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
So if you have a different version of your deity or God or Yahweh, whatever you want to call him, or just be happy and fuck this book, man.
Fuck this book. Fuck a dude.
Yeah. Fuck this book and fuck a dude. Or hey, listen, if you're a woman and you like fuck this book and fuck a lady.
Yeah.
Or like if you don't identify with either of those two binary genders, then you know what? Hey, do you and fuck whomever you want.
Yeah.
Or
fuck this book and fuck whoever you
Or
want.
hey, if you're asexual, then fuck this book and don't fuck anyone. Or like just want to be inclusive, man. Just fuck this book and
fuck this book and fuck whoever you want.
Yeah.
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 Like me, I'm gonna fuck this book and fuck myself with this book. I'm gonna use this book to jerk off with. How's that sound?
Painful.
That's why I can't open some of these. I think I haven't opened the Bears one in a while. Keep coming in it.
The most upsetting one. Come on.
I mean, clearly you should be jerking off with the Lego one. Give us money at patreon.com/tittiesonfire.
I said,